Well, before we get started, I'm going to do my usual thank you to the people who commented on my last video. And particularly, I do want to point out my good friend Vern, who I lovingly also call Violet, and any other name that starts with a V. There's a funny story behind that, but I won't tell you about that right now. But go over to Triple V Vintage, her Etsy store. She's got some of the absolute best coffee dyed paper available to purchase. So thank you to these people who've commented, and let's get started on part 2 of making this canvas journal. I thought we would finish working on this journal with the canvas cover. But first I want to show you a new kit that I have added to my Etsy store. It is antique letters and book pages. One page is definitely from France, but the rest I believe are all from Italy. It's kit number 2. It's a total of 13 pages, and I just want to show you a little bit of what is in that kit. So this letter here is from 1847, and what I did is I'm including it in the journal. There I went ahead and printed it off, and I added a back piece from one of Rachel's kits. So that's actually going to be part of a signature. I like to keep the year that it's from on there. And then the other letter is from 1837. It's very, very fragile paper, and it definitely had one of those wax seals with it. And what I did to reproduce this for myself is I have printed it on newspaper print, so it would be really nice and thin like the original letter. So I remember, I think I told you when I was doing the comparison of the different kinds of paper, the newspaper print, you sometimes have to, at least with my printer, you have to adhere it temporarily to a stronger piece of paper. Otherwise, it tears and gets caught in the printer. But I just want to show you that these actually are quite similar. And I will be adding something like stamping on the back. I will tear that little hole out. We're just going to cut this down, and then we're going to hold each one side by side so you can kind of see how well these turned out and how well that newspaper print turns out. But like I said, it's a little difficult getting it through your printer sometimes, but I figured out how to do it. Just going to tear these down. I'm excited to get back to this journal. And to get this kit in my shop. Okay, so there it is printed on the newspaper print, and this is the original. So in feel, it's similar. This is just a tiny bit thicker. This was really thin paper. But I think the comparison is pretty good. So I just wanted to show you that. So I'm going to be adding that into the journal. While I'm on this sheet, I want to show you what I did. I ended up folding it just like the original. So let me show you how you can do that. Okay. Let me just back you out a little bit here so you can see. So this is the original. This is the copy. So what I did is I folded it over just like the original one. Then I folded this up just like that. This one like that. And remember I told you I was going to tear out that hole, and then the original goes like this. My copy goes like that, and see, very, very similar, okay? And then I folded this over after tearing out that hole, and that is the copy and the original. I'm pretty pleased. I'm telling you, this was good. This was good. And then I did do a little print off of this postcard, and I backed it with just a print of another backing. So that's going to go in there. This letter is original, and what I did is I printed it off onto parchment paper. So this is rag paper. It's from 1723, and so it's very similar to this paper. Not exactly, but it does give you the feel a little bit. And I did look this up. It is French. This was a seal that they stamped on documents. I believe this was about like a ledger or a page from people paying their tax. So that was a French stamp. Oh, this other one is the plain, but I backed it with another one with that same kind of stamp. So that's in the kit. This page I printed off, and let me just show you the original. That's that one back page of the one, okay, that I showed you. Let's see here. This page is from here. Again, it is from 1823. I love how that image came out. And then I just backed it with another page from the kit. This page, okay? And this one is from 1795. And then this page is just from a little booklet here. This is from 1804. I just printed it on regular cardstock, put a blank page on it, and that's going to be like a little journaling card. So here's what's in the kit. I scanned all of these images. It's mostly, like I said, Italian. Oh, and I think this is from a convent. This page, I looked it up. I try to look up what things say. I think this is in Latin. I believe that's Italian script. This is from a 1900 ledger, Italian. Again, a document. I think that says list, and then a vocabulary page. So go over to my Etsy store. It's Italian and French kit number 2, and take a look at it and see what you think. And let's get on with working on this journal. Let's put these pages away. So for this one here, this page, I think I'm just going to use my tear ruler, and I've measured my cover, and my cover is a little bit, I don't want things sticking out too far, so it needs to be just a tiny bit shorter. So what I'm going to do is, let's see, just do a little tear here. And I printed this on the Epson paper, so it's really nice and thick. I think what I'm going to do here on this edge is I'm just going to use this tear ruler here, but on this I'm just going to use my finger, so it's a little bit more jaggedy and not quite so straight. And I may just have to put a little bit of ink on the edge because there is a little bit of white coming up and showing. But let's fold this and see how it's going to fit into the journal. Actually, what I think I'm going to do is I'm going to change that. I'm going to put it like this. And then if I have to fold this in, because I want that whole seal to be seen. So let's see here. Yeah, that's going to stick out. So what we'll do is we'll just turn this into a little tuck spot. And then that will fit perfectly. And of course, we're going to decorate this up a little bit. I'm going to ink around here. I'm going to get my other papers organized. I'm going to ink around here. I'm going to cut this one down and all of them, and then I'll be back with you guys. I've organized my pages in like small little stacks. I think because the outside of my journal cover has an image of a woman on it, I want my first page to be fairly plain, so I'm going to use that. And then I believe this page. Then let's put a blank page in there. Let's see, let's do this one. And then I have a book page here. And I'm going to only make it a one signature journal. It's going to go in like that. Let's see here now. Let's bring this in. Let's do a woman here. That gal there. That'll look nice. Let's put some parchment paper here. Book page. That one I had already kind of decorated. Like that. It's too similar. Yeah, that's got a little bit of color there. Oh, this blue one will look good with that next to it. And then that. An original book page. we'll have that for the center. And then that, and then that. So those are my signatures. Yeah, I like the way those look. So let me line them up. I just want to make sure that one just way back. Now, I'm not sure if I like this because this is plain and this is plain. So let me think on this a little bit. That may have to, see, there's 3 pages of just plain stuff. That's a lot of very similar stuff. And then there's 3 pages of colored stuff. So let me pull this one out and let's put this one here. This is what you kind of have to do sometimes with your, when you're organizing your signatures. You don't want them all to be like all in a row of a bunch of color and then all in a row of like neutral colors. So color there, kind of blank, color there. I think I'm going to switch these 2 around and I'm going to put the book page there and then the plain one there and then this lady here and then a script. Let's bring in this bird here. This bird will be good here. Give a little color on that page. Then again, the plain page, that's okay. You know what, I think I'm going to switch these around. I thought I kind of had them organized. Let's see, so plain, and then let's go with like a colorful page. Then plain, then book page, colorful, colorful, plain, book page, and yeah. I think this is going to be okay. Yeah, with that with the center. Okay, let's just take one more look. You got to do this when you're creating a journal because you want it to kind of flow and look good. So I like that. That's okay. And what I'm going to do at the same time is really just make sure they're tucked in there so I can put my paper clip. Okay, I like that. Okay, that looks okay. Book page, that's all right. And we're going to be decorating these, so they'll come out okay. And I'm tucking them really tight into each, you know, little corner there. Pull that like that. Yep, I like that. This is sticking out quite a bit. I might have to fold that in once I get it into the journal. Let's see. So how's everybody doing? I hope you're doing great. I'm going to insert a picture here. I've got Finn with me. As you can see, Finn loves to be in the craft room with me. He's so sweet. My daughter and her family are on a little staycation here in Arizona. The hotels here in the summer, because nobody wants to come here in the summer. It's so blooming hot. They drop their prices. So at some of the really nice resorts, they can stay for, you know, not very much money. So they're at a little staycation here. And so I got to take care of Mr. Finnegan. So he got a shower yesterday, a bath. So he was nice and clean. You know, I think I've told you, he sleeps with me when he's here. So I want a clean dog in my bed. So he's such a little sweetheart. Oh, I have to tell you, so it was so funny. So, oh, maybe, I think before I went to go pick my son up from work, I went into my bedroom to go to the restroom. Well, he follows me everywhere. I mean, the dog just, he doesn't leave my side, just like my daughter. And so I went into the restroom in my bedroom, and I had not turned on the light in the bedroom, because I just went into the restroom and had that light on. And when I came out, that sweet little dog was laying in the bed with his toy. I might even insert that picture because it was so funny. He's laying there in the dark with his little rabbit toy, and he's like waiting for me. It's like, is it time to go to bed yet? I was cracking up. I was like, no, no, Mr. Finnegan, it's not time yet. I think that's going to be okay, like that. So we're going to have it into our cradle. And it may be a little bit of a challenge to go through both the canvas and the book pages. I don't know, we'll see about that. I may have to really put some muscle into this. So let's see. Let's have, I like to mark them just in case I have to readjust. So we'll have that as our center, that as that. I think I'm going to pull this one down a little bit to there. We'll take that one off and that one off. And I think I'm going to bring my papers up just a little bit here. Going to bring them up in the journal a little bit. Yeah, there we go. Okay. I think that's good. Oh no, it's actually pretty easy. I'm standing up, so that does help. I think I'm going to go up one here. That's when I change this one, it seems like it's a little bit too far down. And I'm only doing the 3-hole pamphlet stitch this time because it's not a big journal. Sorry for, I know I'm bumping the camera. So I'm excited in another week or so. I'm going to Washington State. My brother and his wife are flying in from Minnesota, and then my 2 sisters live there in Washington State. And so we're going to have just like a little sibling get together. So I think that did okay. All right, let's just sew this right now. I've already got my needle threaded, and I've got some kind of a rust color. I thought that looked okay. So I'm already moving I can feel I've moved the stuff. Oh, you know what I should have done is I should have paper clipped this to the journal cover, but I think we'll be okay. Let's just go through here. There we go. Let's see if I can see where the hole poked here. Oh, there it is. Wait, is it? Oh gosh, wait. Oh, there it is. Okay, I was nervous there for a minute. Okay, so that went through. Good thing it's only the 3-hole pamphlet stitch. That 5-hole would have been hard. That would have been difficult. Oh, I put a hole in my mat there. So anyway, we're going to have fun. I'm going to be up there for a week or so. My son is staying home because he has to work. So this takes some concentration. You guys have seen a 3-hole pamphlet stitch. I'm going to put the camera on hold while I do this. So now that the signatures are in, I'm very pleased. Remember, this is a nice little tuck spot. It is 72 pages, front and back, with a lot of original pages in it. That's original German. See some of my digitals in there from Roxy Creations Renaissance Kit. This is original book page from my kit. Original book page, Italian. I love how the signatures are nice and tight. And then I've left these strings long. I might add some kind of a dangle on there. The back page of that original. Again, more original. I love the feel of tracing paper in a journal. I put tracing paper in almost every journal I make. So, yeah, this is good. And then remember, in the back, we've got a little tuck spot here, and then two little tuck spots on each side of this doily. I'll just show you real quick. Yeah, a little tuck spot there and a little tuck spot there. And everything fits in really nice. I love the feel of it. So in our next video, we will do some decorating and a closure. So I appreciate you joining me to work on this journal, and I will see you guys next time. Thanks, and bye-bye.